What's up, metalheads? I'm JB. This is the Blades and EDC channel, and if you are new here, please consider subscribing. If you enjoy this video, hit that like button for me. It really helps the channel to grow and get pushed out to new viewers and recommended to other people. To all you new subs, welcome. I hope you stick around. If you like knives, seeing different kinds of knives and things like that, you're gonna like the channel. Especially if you're a collector and you like to buy knives too, because I do. I'm not going to say monthly knife sales, probably 6 to 8 knife sales a year I will be doing, and large quantities of knives in each sale. And you may want to consider checking out my Patreon, which is linked below, and you can go there and check out the different tiers and what it offers. But patrons get access to the all knife sales 24 hours in advance, and different tiers get different discounts on all knives purchased. So, you know, Tier 1 is just early access. Tier 2 is 5% off all knives purchased. Tier 3 is 10% off all knives purchased. So the Patreon can pay for itself. So Tier 1 is $3, Tier 2 is $6, Tier 3 is $12. So if you're buying a $300 knife and you get 10% off, you just save $30 if you're a Tier 3 patron. So it can benefit you and benefit me, and I really appreciate it. And patrons can also send their knives in for the knife sale. So if you got a bunch of knives you don't want anymore and you want to sell them, obviously you can go on eBay and sell them. But eBay charges you all kinds of fees, and you got to deal with all the nonsense from the idiot buyers who say, "Oh, it didn't show up right," and they say they didn't get it, and you got to refund their money, and then you're just out. With the way we do it here, I never receive the money. The money goes directly to anyone selling the knives. You will give me your PayPal or Cash App payment address, and the buyer will pay you directly. And then at the end of the sale, I'll keep up with all the shipping charges, and the seller will reimburse me for all the shipping. So I make no money off any of these knives unless they're the knives I'm selling that are mine. But any knives that are sent in by subscribers or patrons, I don't make any money off any of these knives. I don't charge any kind of fee or anything at all. So and today I got another knife for you that's going to be in the knife sale. This is the Kizer Wanderer. This is another Justin Lundquist design, and a bit different from Justin. Different looking knife from Justin. Last video I uploaded, or maybe after this, is another one of his designs, the Delorme. This is what I associate when I hear the name Justin Lundquist. This is the design I generally think about. So this is a very different look from Justin. More premium knife also. Titanium frame lock, S35V and blade steel. This gives me Ray Laconico vibes for some reason. Don't ask me why. It just makes me think Ray Laconico. Not saying he copied Ray Laconico or anything, but very cool knife, very good looking knife. And go ahead and get this stuff out of the way, but it comes in the box. All the normal stuff. It's basically a brand new knife. Desiccant pack in there, make sure there's no rust. The pouch, the wipe, all the documentation. So just so you know, comes just like you would get it if it was new. And I think this model has been discontinued. I can't confirm that anywhere, but I can't find it in stock anywhere, and I don't know. I'm thinking it's no longer being sold, but I may be wrong about that. So let me give you the specs on the knife real quick, and you know, just a little warning here. You're gonna see the finger, probably the damaged finger. I will try to keep it this way so you can't see the other side. All right, overall length is 8 inches. Blade length is 3.5 inches. Blade thickness is 140 thousandths. CPM S35V and blade steel, a drop point blade, stonewash finish. Plain edge, handle length 4.5 inches, handle thickness is 0.45 inches, so just under 1/2 inch. It is a titanium frame lock, right hand tip up only, and I think that's about it. The weight on it is 4.76 ounces. Feels about right. So this is a beefier knife from Kizer and from Justin Lundquist. So very different offering. It's one I wish this would be a great candidate for a front flipper. If they'd have taken that up just a little bit more, been a great front flipper. But overall, very cool looking knife. Very good ergos on this knife too. Very neutral ergos. Feels really good in hand. pocket clip just totally vanishes when it's in your hand. You don't even feel it. It's like it's not even there. Pocket clip works great too. It is a milled titanium pocket clip. This would be a really good candidate for some anodizing also. That's something else I've been meaning to bring up, but this is the perfect knife to bring it up on. If you buy any of the knives in the upcoming knife sale and you want to get the knife anodized before I ship it out to you, something like this, just to anodize the scales, to do the scales and the pocket clip and everything would probably be $30. If you just wanted like the pocket clip done, or maybe the pivot or something, it'll be less. So something to think about with any of these knives that are in the sale, any of these titanium knives. If there's something you'd like to have anodized, something I could do before I ship it out to you. And yeah, another way to support the channel. And yeah, this would be a good candidate for anodization in my opinion. I would like to see some color on this knife if it were mine, but that's just me. Some people like that monochromatic look. So, and this is like I said, very different from Justin. Look at some of his other designs, because the Delorme is what I associate with him, and I love the Delorme. I like this also. I have not disassembled this knife, but I would almost guarantee you, maybe I'm wrong, this thing feels like it is on washers instead of bearings. I'm looking on the specs to see if it says, let me read a little more here. I'm going off Blade HQ's website, so yeah, I don't see, it doesn't say anything about bearings or washers, so I'm not sure, but it has that glassy washer feeling to it, if you know what I mean. If you're familiar with a good washer knife, you know exactly what I'm talking. Feels like a broken in Spyderco Pair 3. That's what it feels like, when it's already been broken in. So it may be on bearings, but I would almost guarantee this is washers. Oh, just showed you the nasty finger. Sorry about that. Trust me, that's not infection. That's just medication that's on there. I think this thing's on washers, but don't quote me on that. It might be on bearings, but because it is pretty drop shutty to be washers. But nah, I almost guarantee you this is on washers. It's got that glassy drop. Really good action, especially if it is on washers, which I'm pretty sure it is. The flicking hole here, really good access with the middle finger, really good access for the thumb, feels really good. I think I prefer the thumb flick on this, just because you get a little better access because of the cutout for the lock bar there. But the reverse flick is really good also. But you know, it actually helps for a thumb flick to have that extra access, because your thumb's bigger than your middle finger, right? For most people. So you don't need as much room to get your middle finger in there as you do your thumb. So having that cutout for the lock bar makes it, if that cutout wasn't there, I may struggle to thumb flick this, but since it is, no problem at all. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is on washers. All right, we give you some size comparisons here real quick. Since we just had it out, we'll do the all the knives I'm going to show you are going to be in the knife sale for comparison. Unless, if it's not going to be in a knife sale, I will tell you. So here it is up against the Kizer Delorme. Here it is with the Kizer Urban Bowie. So good full-size knife, but yeah, very nice. What else we got here that's going to be in the sale? Let's do some of these Benchmades over here that are going to be in the sale. It is against the Benchmade Faux Ray. I'm going to try to make videos on all these Benchmades before the sale. Here it is against the Benchmade Mini Bug Out with aftermarket AWT aluminum scales, which feel fantastic, by the way. And here it is against the Benchmade Mini Freak. And I got one more Benchmade here that I didn't take out of the box yet, but I'm taking it out right now. It's going to be a closer size comparison to this knife anyway. Go ahead and get this bug out of here. here it is against the Bitchmade Mini Adamas. Yeah, those two are much more close in size there. And so far, every knife you've seen, like I said, it will be in the next knife cell. Sorry, I'm away from the mic at the moment, trying to stack all these knives out of the way. Mini bug out goes there. There. All right, what else we got here for the knife cell I can show you guys? Let's do the Berg Blades Iron Pup. This will be in the knife cell. And let's do the Quiet Carry IQ, also in the knife cell. Maybe. I like this one a lot. This one's tempting me. Really tempting me. Of course, so are these next two. The Monterey Bay Knives Swayback and the Monterey Bay Knives EWC. Little double detent. Ticking action. Heidi, if you're watching, you bought that double detent Vero Neuron last time. You might like this one too. Just FYI. All right, what else we got here that's going to be in the cell? Got a bunch of stuff I haven't taken out of boxes yet. That may be all I have on my desk right now that's going to be in the cell. Oh, here it is against the ZT 0. Glasses, Jamie. Oh. The ZT 0450 Sinkovich design. Love this ZT too. That will be in the cell also. Oh, here's one that would be in the cell. Everybody would probably like to see. The Christensen Knife Works Maverick. Alright, what else we got here? I think that's all I've got on my desk at the moment that's going to be in the knife cell. So the next knives I'm gonna do my regulars. These are not going to be in the knife cell. Actually, this will be in the knife cell. Here's the Civivi Chevalier. Very good size comparison there as far as length goes. And this will be in the knife cell also. The Wiha Coolix that I custom annoed. And if you were to buy this and not want that anno or a different color, we can discuss that. If you buy the Wiha Coolix, this is button lock Wiha. And what else? What else we got here? All right, I think that's all I've got on the desk for the time being. That's going to be, oh no, here's two more that are going to be in the cell. The Spyderco Chaparral, the Bird's Eye Maple version, and the Spyderco Chaparral Sun and Moon version. So, there'll be some really cool knives in this next cell. All right, now let me go back to my regulars. These are not in the cell. These are just to show you guys some that you may recognize more. The Bitchmade Bug Out, which I still got to swap these scales out. The Spyderco Yojimbo 2. Again, this, and anything else you see after this will not be in the cell. I don't want to confuse anyone. And the AD 20.5. As you can see, it's a full-size knife. Almost, it's a hair longer than the Yojimbo 2. Probably a 1/4 inch longer than the Yojimbo 2. Quite a bit longer than the AD 20.5. Here's the QSP Penguin. We'll do one more for you. The Cubist Blade Works Variant PE. So there you go. That should give you guys a good idea on the size of this knife. Only thing that I would point out on this knife at all is it seems to have a lighter detent. It doesn't have the most stout detent. It's not bad. It's just not. It's not the strongest detent, but That may be because it's on washers and they were going for a different, you know, to make it, I don't know, make it easier to deploy on washers. And again, I can't say for sure this is on washers. I haven't disassembled it, but man, it feels like washers to me. Got that glassy, buttery, smooth drop action and opening action. Does not feel like bearings, especially Kizer bearings. When you got a Kizer knife on bearings, they have a certain feel to them, and this one does not have that feel. I'd almost guarantee this is washers. So yeah, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. If you have any questions about this knife or any of the other knives that are going to be in the sale, leave a comment below. Also, check out my Patreon, which will be linked below. And it's probably better if you want to contact me. If you're on Instagram, DM me if you got questions about any of these knives. And if you're a patron and you message me, Patreon's messaging and notification system sucks. So if you've messaged me there, it takes me 3 days to get back to you. That's because it takes me 3 days to get a notification that you messaged me. I don't know why that is, but yeah, I check it frequently. I'll try to start checking it more often on Patreon. And yeah, thank you guys so much. If you enjoyed the video, hit that like button for me. If you're new, subscribe. Whether you have already subscribed or just subscribed, make sure your notifications are on, because YouTube has a bad habit of turning them off for some reason. They do it to me on all of the knife channels I subscribe to, so they're probably doing it to you on the channels you subscribe to also. So make sure your notifications are on, and I will see you guys on the next one.